Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am picking back up with the linear series. This is Yellows and Golds Part 1. I do have quite a bit of yellow and gold linear hollows, who'd have thunk? So I did decide to split those into two separate videos. So I have roughly about 17 linear hollows. There might be a couple that I'm cheating in here, but that's not important. Anyway, roll that bottle footage. Alright, kicking it off, we have a SuperChic lacquer, Gladys Knight. This was part of their Bewitched collection, which I picked up a few on, but this is the first time I am swatching this one, and I do love this color. I just really like yellows. I just like the way yellow looks with holo in it, and I think this is almost like the formula on this is a little bit different. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a matte linear holo, which I know doesn't make sense, but I feel like that's the best way to describe like the formula. But no, I think it's really great. I do think that you will have to do a couple of coats for full opacity, or if you're not impatient like me, if you wait for it to fully dry, you might be able to get away with two. But what do you guys think of this one? Also, as usual, I am going to be using the Holo Taco Peely Base Coat as well, because you know I like to peel these off immediately. And then I'll be using a fun lacquer top coat. If you're interested, I will put all that in the description. All right, moving on to the next one. Next up, we have BCB Lacquers Peep Mobile. I do believe this was part of their Peep Inspired collection, you know, like those little sugar-covered marshmallows, and I totally see it. And I actually really liked this collection. It was a small collection. It was just like 4 linear hollows in blue, I think it was blue, pink, silver, and yellow, and I got all 4 of them because they're gorgeous. So this one is definitely more of a sheerer formula, if you will, but I don't mind that because I just think the formula combination with the color and the type of linear hollow, as well as just the shade of yellow, just works really, really nicely, and it looks really beautiful once I add that second coat on here. So this is definitely one of my favorites of the collection as a whole. we have Blush Lacquers Sunken Treasures. I don't fully remember the name of the collection, but I know it was like a nautical themed collection, and I did pick up, if not all of them, most of them, because they were all bomb. So this is again a very light linear holo. I do think there might be something else in here, maybe like some metallic flakies, just a hint of something else. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes when I pick the bottles up until I actually swatch them, but I'm keeping this in because it's gorgeous and I love it, and I'm making these videos so I can do what I want. But anyway, this is Sunken Treasure by by Blush Lacquers. Also, as well, just in case I haven't mentioned it, I always tend to go from light to dark just because that's how I organize all the colors within a brand. I always go from light to dark. So that's the same thing I do when I'm doing the linear series. I go from the lightest shades down to the darkest shades. We do have some golds mixed in here because I think gold is pretty close to yellow, which is why I decided to include it in this collection, but we're still going to be going from light to dark. You didn't think you were going to be able to make a linear holo series without Holo Taco, did you? It's not possible. Holo Taco might be making more than one appearance on this list, by the way. But the first appearance is going to be Lemon Spritzer, which is part of the Pastel Rainbow collection, which is, you know, a light version of the rainbow, which is exactly what this is. It's a very soft sort of, so I'd say it's like a soft, light yellow color. I don't know how to describe it, like a light yellow, if you will, a yellow light. And with that fantastic, exceptional formula from Holo Taco. You know, the great thing about Holo Taco is a couple of things. One, the formula is great, so if you really wanted to, you could do a little bit of a thicker coat, and you could do just one coat if you don't want to wear two coats. Their polishes dry really quickly, so while that's not awesome for swatching for like people who are just normally painting their nails, I mean, the dry time is exceptional. So as always, showing love to Holo Taco, Lemon Spritzer. Holo Taco is not the only one who's going to be making multiple appearances on this list. SuperChic also has quite a few entries as well, a lot of which, or maybe all of them, are going to be in the first part of the video. But this is the second one from SuperChic Lacquer, which is Infectious. And this one, it's sort of a similar color to the first one, but it does have like a different formula. Again, I don't know how to describe it, but this one is sort of more akin to what I feel like most people associate with when they think of linear holo. I do think, having swatched it, there's probably a little bit of a shimmer shift in here as well. Again, it's kind of super difficult to tell sometimes in the bottle, so sorry about that. I'm still including it because I swatched it, but also because it's yellow and I like it. Moving on to our second Holo Taco entry, the OG original lemon sucker from the original, I think it was just the linear rainbow collection. I think the collection launched within their first year. I feel like it was one of their first summer collections. And of course, I bought all of them because it's Holo Taco, but also the rainbows. So this is definitely what I think most people think of when they think of like traditional yellow for like a rainbow. It's very much a mustard yellow, which is nothing wrong with that, which I think is just really great for Holo because it's a little bit of a deeper yellow, a darker yellow. So the Holo does really show through a lot more in this shade. And it's so beautiful. You don't need to say that much about linear Holo. When it's right, it's right. Oh snap, it's another entry from SuperChic Lacquer. I did say there would be several and they would all be in the first one, but I think this is the last one within this one. Anyway, so we have Pheromone, which I feel like is very similar in color to the Holo Taco Lemon Sucker. Not mad at it, but no, I think the color is actually spot on the same, and then the formula is very similar. I would say maybe SuperChic's formula is a smidge thinner, which is not a good or a bad thing, it's just an observation. And then their brushes are a smidge wider, but I think the brushes also have a little bit more depth to them as well, whereas Holo Taco has two different brush types. They have like a skinny brush and then they have a wide brush. I like both of them, but I like the brushes with SuperChic too. So loving this polish. Next up we have Cuticula Squash Golds. This is sort of getting into the golds because I do think this is like a yellow gold. It can be both. I feel like it definitely is both. I think this was part of their autumn fall collection. I don't feel like that's the full name for it, but it was an autumn themed collection, which I think is perfect considering this video is definitely going to come out at the end of August, the beginning of September, ready for those fall vibes. But I love this formula. Like I said, I love gold, I love yellow, so I feel like you're getting a little bit of both. You're getting like the mid between the two, and it's just a really great formula. And I also love the brushes from Cuticula. They are super wide, nice and long. I love Cuticula brushes. So this is a really beautiful, gorgeous formula. And last but definitely not least, the last part of our part one of this saga is Damn Polish. How hollow can you gold? And this is definitely a gold. I think it leans more gold than it does yellow. And it's a little bit on the thinner side. Again, not a bad thing, just an observation. It tends to be a little bit of a thinner formula. I also think it is a little bit more of a sheer formula as well. So I've opted to go with just 2 coats, but if you wanted to, I think you could definitely do either thicker coats or more coats. For me, 2 coats tends to be my limit unless I genuinely feel like a 3rd coat is necessary. But I dig this color. I think it's really beautiful. I like the formula a lot. Well, as promised, that is all of part 1. So I hope you stick around for part 2, which is filmed, so it will come out immediately after this one. But if you did like that video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're interested in seeing more content like this from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to see full swatches of all of these colors, check out my Instagram. Thanks so much. Catch you later. Bye.